Hello students, we are going to discuss various definitions under Income Tax Act. I would like to discuss definitions like company, Indian company, dividend, profits in lieu of salary, principal officer, etc. So firstly, see definition. Company. Company as per section 2 clause 17. Company means any Indian company, a body corporate incorporated under the laws of a foreign country, any institution, association which has been assessed as company for any assessment year before 1970-71. Any institution, whether incorporated or not, whether Indian or non-Indian, which is declared by CBDT as a company. It means that a company definition has four parts. Number one, company means any Indian company. Number two, company means any body corporate incorporated outside India, that is foreign country. Any institution, association assessed as a company before 1970-71, or any institution or incorporation, whether Indian or non-Indian, declared by CBDT as a company. In general sense, company means an artificial person created by law. But as per the Income Tax Act, company means an Indian company, a foreign company, a company which is a body or association which is assessed as a company before assessment year 1970-71, and any company, it may be Indian company, non-Indian company, whether corporated, whether incorporated or not, and declared by CBDT as a company. Another definition, Indian company, section 2 clause 26. Indian company means a company formed and registered under the Companies Act 1956. New Company Act is also considered as Companies Act 2013. Indian company also includes the following if the registered office of it is in India. A company which has registered office in India or head office in India is called as Indian company. A company formed under any other company law formally in force in India. A Indian company means any company which came into existence as per the formally laws in India. Any institution declared as a company by the CBDT. CBDT means Central Board of Direct Taxes. A company established under the Government Act. It may be central government, it may be state government. A company formed under the laws in force in state of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territories of Dadra, Nagar Haveli, Daman, Diu and Pondicherry. Here their Four facts we have considered. A company means any company formally exists in India, any institution or body declared by CBDT as a company established under a government act, a company established as per the laws of state Jammu Kashmir, Union Territories of Dadra Nagar Haveli, Daman Diu and Pondicherry. Dividend. Generally, dividend is an income received to a shareholders of a company out of profits of the company. This is simple definition. Dividend is an income received to a shareholders of a company out of the profit of the company. The following receipts are also deemed to be dividend. Any distribution out of accumulated profits by a company to its shareholders is deemed to be dividend if it makes the release of all or any part of assets of the company. Hence, any distribution from accumulated profits to shareholders is deemed to be dividend. Distribution of bonus shares to preference shareholders out of the accumulated profits of the company, that is termed as a dividend. Distribution of bonus shares. Bonus shares means equity shares. Bonus shares means bonus equity shares to preference shareholders out of the accumulated profit of the company, that is called as dividend. Distribution of debentures or debenture stock or debenture certificates by company to its shareholders out of accumulated profits. In short, distribution from accumulated profit to shareholders is termed as dividend. Distribution of bonus equity shares to preference shareholders from accumulated profit of the company termed as dividend. Distribution of debenture or debenture certificate, debenture stock by a company out of accumulated profit to its shareholders is deemed to be dividend. Any distribution out of accumulated profits to the shareholders on the reduction of the capital of the company. It means that in case of internal recalculation, a scheme of capital reduction is to be followed. At that time, any distribution out of accumulated profit to shareholders is deemed to be dividend. Any distribution out of accumulated profits to shareholders of a company on its liquidation. At the time of liquidation of the company, any distribution made by company out of its accumulated profit to a shareholder is termed as dividend. Dividend is an income of a shareholder. Dividend received from a shareholders from an Indian company is exempt from income tax under section 10 clause 34, but it is remembered to note that if a shareholder received a dividend more than 10 lakh and on which tax is paid by the company as well as shareholder, dividend in excess of 10 lakh is taxable. Dividend up to 10 lakh is not taxable if tax on it is paid by company as well as the shareholder. But dividend received to a shareholders from a foreign company is taxable under the head income from other sources. It is also noted that dividend received to shareholder from a cooperative society is taxable under the head income from other sources. In short, dividend is an income received to a shareholder. Dividend received from Indian company is exempt from tax. Dividend received from foreign company is taxable under the head income from other sources. Dividend received from cooperative society is taxable under the head income from other sources. Next, principal officer. It means the secretary, the treasurer, the manager, or the agent of the authority, company, association, or body. In short, secretary, treasurer, manager, agent of company or association is called as principal officer. Any person connected with the management or administration of the local authority, company, association, or body upon whom the income tax officer has served a notice of his intentions of treating him as the principal officer thereof. Income tax officer served a notice of his intention of treating that person as the principal officer thereof. Fair market value. This term is related with capital asset. Capital asset Capital assets include movable assets, immovable assets, tangible assets, intangible assets, current assets, fixed asset. But fair market value means what? See, in relation to a capital asset, the fair market value means the price of the capital asset would ordinarily fetch on sale in the open market on the relevant date. From this definition, we learn that fair market value, the term fair market value is related with capital asset. If that asset sold in the market or likely to be sold, what price is to be released on the date in the open market on the relevant date, that is termed as fair market value. Last definition, profit in lieu of salary. Under section 17 clause 3, this definition is related with income from salaries head, that is first head of income. To the salary is received, that person they are serving in various types of organizations. Profit in lieu of salary. Profit in lieu of salary includes the amount of any compensation due or received by an employee in connection with termination of his employment or change in his service condition. Any amount received or due to an employee due to his compensation on account of termination or change in service condition, that is termed as profit in lieu of salary. Any payment from unrecognized provident fund to the extent of employees' contribution and interest thereon. There are four types of provident fund, namely public provident fund. This is applies to government employees, statutory banks. Recognized provident fund, that is applied to company employees. Unrecognized provident funds means a fund which is not recognized by the Commissioner of Income Tax. And fourth one is public provident fund. It is open to public. Here we see that there are four types of provident fund. Public provident fund, it is open to public. Remainder three provident fund: recognized provident fund, unrecognized provident fund, statutory provident fund. These are related with salaried person. Here, any amount received to an employee from unrecognized provident fund is termed as profit in lieu of salary. Any payment in appreciation of employees' services for remarkable performance in duties. If any employee shown remarkable performance for the purpose of appreciation, a employer makes certain payment for that to an employee, that is termed as profit in lieu of salary. So we discussed 25 definitions that are important definitions as per Income Tax Act. Another 4 points, that is Finance Act, rules and regulations, circulars and notifications, and heads of income, I will discuss for your additional information that are not definitions. So definitions are up to 25. Further, we are discussing certain facts for your additional information. See, Finance Act. Every year, the Finance Minister of Government of India presents the budget to the Parliament. Every year, Finance Minister of Government of India present budget in the Parliament. It includes various things. Once the Finance Bill is approved by the Parliament and gets the assent of the President of India, it becomes the Finance Act. Suppose a budget is presented in the year 2020 by Finance Minister of the Government of India, that is termed as Finance Act 2020. Suppose a budget presented by the Finance Minister of India in Parliament in the year 2021, that is called as Finance Act 2021. The Finance Act shall bring amendments to Income Tax Act by considering the changing circumstances. that circumstances are considered under Finance Act. On the basis of Finance Act, certain amendments are to be made in Income Tax Act. Next, income tax rules. The administration of direct taxes or income tax is looked after by Central Board of Direct Taxes, that is CBDT. The CBDT is empowered to make rules for carrying out the purposes of Income Tax Act. For the administration of the Income Tax Act, the Central Board of Direct Taxes, that is CBDT, frames rules from time to time. These rules are collectively called Income Tax Rules 1962. Then, circulars and notifications. Circulars are issued by the CBDT. CBDT means Central Board of Direct Taxes, from time to time to deal with certain specific problems and so clarify doubts regarding the scope and meaning of the provisions. The circulars are issued for the guidance of the officers or SEC. Here we discussed Finance Act, income tax rules, circulations and notification. These are not definitions. This is given for your additional information or additional knowledge. Also, I am putting before you another term, that is heads of income, that is not definition. See last. Heads of income. Section 14 of the income tax classifies the taxable income, and sections 15 to 59 quantify it. Hence, as per the section 14, there are 5 heads of income. A person earn and receive income from different sources. There are various sources of getting income, but this income is grouped under a particular head, that is called as group of head, group of income or head of income. A person may earn or receive income from different sources. For the purpose of income tax, all incomes are classified as different heads. All incomes are classified and assessed under certain groups or heads. These are known as heads of income. In India, there are 5 heads of income. It means that income received is to be counted under any head out of 5 given year. The first head of income is income from salaries, section 15 to 17. This is concerned with employed persons who gets salary. The income of salary person is counted under the head income from salaries. Another head, number 2, income from house property, section 22 to 27. A person has property and that property let out by him on rent. So rent received, that is income received from house property. Profits and gains of business and profession, section 28 to 44. Profits of business is counted under the head business and profession. Gains of the profession is counted under this head. Capital gains, section 45 to 55A. There are two types of capital gains, short-term capital gain and long-term capital gain. So, capital gains are counted under the head capital gains. Then, income from other sources, section 56 to 59. The income which are not covered under above four heads, and that should be included in total income counted under the head income from other sources. For example, commission of insurance agent, dividend received, directors fees, interest received, income from undisclosed sources, etc. So in short, there are five heads of income in India, namely income from salaries, income from house properties, profits and gains of business and profession, capital gains, income from other sources. The income of an SEC is computed under the each of the above heads separately. Hence, there is a need to calculate income headwise because every head has, head means head of income, every head has certain deductions that are permitted by law, which may be claimed from the gross income of each of these heads. The income of a head before deduction of that head termed as gross income, and after deducting deductions given of that head, that income becomes total income or taxable income of that head. It means that income of each head is computed separately. Then income of all heads before deduction under 80C to 80U is termed as gross total income. This definition we discussed previously in our past lectures. So see what is gross total income. The aggregate income of an SEC as computed under all above heads before claiming any deduction under section 80C to 80U is called as gross total income. Now we are concerned with total income. After claiming the deductions from section 80C to 80U, if any, from the gross total income, the total income or taxable income of the SEC is arrived at. Here we indirectly covered two things, gross total income and total income. Yet we see that the definitions are different and certain facts that explained from number 26 to 29 are different. So I would like to say that we discussed the 25 definitions as related to income tax. After 25, number 26 Finance Act, number 27 rules and circulars, rules and regulation, number 28 circulars and notifications, and number 29 heads of income. These are not definitions. This is given for your additional information. So dear students, this is all about the important definitions as related to income tax. Here I am concluding my speech. Thank you for patiently listening.